Hello, I'm Peter Bergman. This is my official YouTube channel. I'll be updating you with the latest news, so please subscribe to my channel.
Welcome back to our channel, squad. Today is a completely unhinged day in the soap universe, and we are absolutely ready to dive deep into the latest madness. Grab your snacks, buckle up, and let's get straight into the drama. My jaw is literally on the floor right now. Besties, we need to hold a literal intervention right now. I am sitting here in my bedroom at 3 a.m., eyes completely bloodshot, staring at my screen because what in the actual world did we just witness? I am spiraling. I am legitimately physically shaking. We all knew Holden Novak was heading to that hospital in New York to check on Malcolm Winters, but nobody, and I mean nobody, was prepared for the sheer, unadulterated trauma drop that just happened. Dr. Stephanie Simmons literally walked out and dropped the most devastating, earth-shattering bomb of the decade. Malcolm Winters did not make it. He is gone. I am screaming. I am absolutely losing my mind. Hot take, but I am actually ascending into the stratosphere because I cannot process this level of emotional damage. Then we have to talk about the absolute emotional whiplash of this entire New York trip. Like, totally think about where Holden was literally 5 minutes before this. He and Claire Newman just had this incredibly unexpected, high-key romantic moment. They slept together, they were catching real, genuine feelings, and Holden was basically on cloud nine. He takes a shower, washes off the romance, gets dressed, and heads to the hospital thinking it's just going to be a standard visit. Yet, the writers decided to rip the rug right out from under him to go from the absolute peak of a new romance with Claire to the absolute rock bottom of losing Malcolm. It is sick and twisted, and I am low-key obsessed but also furiously typing out a strongly worded email to the producers. Mainly, I need us to dissect the exact moment Dr. Stephanie Simmons delivered this news. Can we talk about the cinematic paralysis of that scene? Holden is standing there in the sterile, cold hospital hallway, probably holding a coffee or just mentally preparing to see Malcolm hooked up to some machines. Doctor Simmons walks out, and you can instantly read the room. Her face is totally blank, the solemn doctor look, and before she even opens her mouth, you just know. When she actually said the words that Malcolm didn't make it, Holden's face completely shattered. The way he just froze, unable to comprehend the words, was pure, unadulterated acting perfection. But I am still so mad. Is it just me, or did they completely fumble the bag on this one? Why take Malcolm out like this? Wait, let's do a quick story time. Remember back in the day when Malcolm was literally the heartbeat of the Winters family canvas? The charisma, the photography, the absolute legendary feuds and loves? He survived so much chaos, so many unbelievable plots, and he always bounced back. I remember watching those classic episodes and thinking, Malcolm is untouchable. He is soap royalty, no cap. The legacy of this man is woven into the very fabric of Genoa City. But wait, I'm literally yapping right now. Let's get back to the actual tea, because my brain is basically a buffering wheel, and I am so overwhelmed by the current tragedy. They took a legacy character and just ended him off screen in a New York hospital. I cannot deal. Totally, we have to look at the psychological warfare this is going to unleash on Holden. He was already dealing with so much, trying to be the supportive rock, and now he is the one who has to carry this catastrophic news back home. Holden is literally standing in that hospital corridor, entirely isolated from his usual support system, absorbing the shockwave of a death that is going to fundamentally alter the Winters family dynamic forever. The sheer weight of that responsibility is crushing. He is going to blame himself. He is going to spiral. And honestly, I am low-key terrified for his mental health. He just experienced the most violent emotional pendulum swing possible. 1 minute you are in bed with Claire. The next you are arranging a funeral. And speaking of Claire, what is this going to do to their brand new relationship? They just admitted they were catching real feelings. Now, Claire is going to be thrust into the role of grief counselor and primary emotional support for a man she just started getting intimate with. Talk about a trauma bond. I mean, I stan them. They are my problematic faves right now, but this is a massive test for a relationship that is literally only hours old. Is Claire equipped to handle Holden's grief? Will Holden push her away because the pain is just too intense? I am switching my stance mid-sentence here. 1 second, I think this will cement their love forever, and the next, I am absolutely convinced this is going to tear them apart before they even get a chance to start. Then there is the Genoa City fallout. Oh my God, Devon Winters. Devon is already going through it with the Mariah Copeland situation, the kidnapping trauma with Dominic, and the absolute mess of his personal life. When he gets the call from Holden that Malcolm is dead, besties, Devon is going to absolutely shatter into a million pieces. The Winters family has already endured so much loss. Neil is gone, and now Malcolm? It feels like a targeted attack on our emotional stability. I am literally crying in the club right now just thinking about the memorial service episodes that are inevitably coming. Get the tissues ready because we are going to be weeping for weeks. Yet, I can't help but question the behind-the-scenes logic of this massive plot twist. Why bring Dr. Stephanie Simmons in just to be the Grim Reaper? We barely got any on-screen build-up to Malcolm's final moments. It feels so abrupt, so jarring, and honestly a little disrespectful to the legacy of the character. I need a full hour-long flashback tribute episode immediately, or I am staging a riot outside the CBS studios. No cap, this franchise loves to play with our hearts, but this feels like a step too far. Are we just supposed to accept that a titan like Malcolm fades out in a random New York hospital bed? I am oscillating between pure hype for the dramatic fallout and total disbelief over this massive pivot. Why do they do this to us? The writers are literally playing 4D chess with our emotions, and I am the pawn getting sacrificed. Mainly, I just need to trauma dump this entire experience onto you all because nobody else gets the vision. We are in for a brutal, dark, and incredibly angsty storyline. Holden is going to be a complete wreck. Claire is going to be dragged into the emotional crossfire, and Genoa City is about to mourn a true legend. Imagine the Newman family trying to navigate this, while Nick is literally fighting for his life in rehab after his fentanyl intervention. The intersection of all these tragedies is just way too much to handle at once. I am literally shaking while hitting record. My heart is pounding out of my chest, and I don't think I will ever recover from Dr. Simmons' cold clinical delivery of the worst news ever. Drop your thoughts in the comments, squad, because I am losing my mind and I need to know I am not alone in this grief spiral. We need to stick together to survive this soap era.
Thank you for watching my video. I will be updating regularly with the latest news, so please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me.